YouTubers to an everyday life of an Aspie. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you all. I'm Aspie. I'm all about creating mental health and awareness and sharing my life stories with Aspieanswers syndrome, along with tips and advice along the way, as well as also hopefully in saying this will bring out some fun and games while you're journeying with me with my conditions, be it Aspieanswers syndrome and mental health. I am your advocate and mentor to educate you all, as well as to be your voice when in time needed. So if you're into any of these, smash the subscribe button for future videos like these of what's going to be up and coming in the near future. So as you're aware, basically right now, if you haven't done so already, seen them, is some of my future collabs with people that I'm introducing to right now in the way of coming onto my channel talking about their mental health conditions, or even just some maybe with autism or anything in that manner of speaking, so that they can spread awareness and understanding. As you're aware right now, I've got a new person on by the name of Lily Harvey from Crafting with Mental Health. I'll link her channel down below in the description, so come on over to show support to her and say that Aspie said hi and want to basically show support. It'll be much appreciated. I want to thank Lily to come on, and hopefully in saying this we'll learn something together as we journey this video together. So enough of ado guys, let's roll on the two. So the questions I want to ask Lily today while we're here is the name of the condition that you were diagnosed with.
Hey guys, it's Lily here from Crafting Through Mental Health, and this is a collab with Aspieanswers. What is the name of your condition you were diagnosed with? I have generalized anxiety disorder.
The signs and symptoms.
So generalized anxiety is sort of anxiety to do with basically everything and anything. My symptoms were I started to have panic attacks, which are I started to get palpitations, shaking, very sweaty, and was very ill from it, very sick, couldn't eat, constantly just that dreaded fear. My tummy was turning all the time, I couldn't breathe, and just constant fear all the time. This can start off just mild anxiety. They can kind of come up at any
causes and triggers of this condition that you're about to discuss to us today.
It's a lot of different things. Some people find that anxiety runs in families, or you've got a chemical imbalance, or you've been triggered by something when you're younger, or been how you brought up. There's a lot of different reasons. For me, mine kind of came from my autism. I didn't like change, and I found things very difficult. I didn't really feel like I fitted in and stuff like that, and I think a chain reaction happened and it caused me to sort of develop my generalized anxiety.
How and when were you diagnosed with this condition?
I don't know if I ever had a doctor actually say you have generalized anxiety disorder. They definitely know I have anxiety. I'm pretty sure it's in my medical records as well. But I would say it was roughly when I was in my mid-teens, like 15, maybe 16. Properly, it probably was when I was 17 and got antidepressants. But I believe I had it a lot longer than that. I mean, I used to get very upset going to school. I had panic attacks going to school from a very young age. Therefore, I think I've had it pretty much most.
What struggles do you have with this condition, and how do you overcome these struggles? Do you take any meds? If so, what are they? How do they work? And any side effects to the meds? If so, what are they?
So I take antidepressants every day. I take sertraline every day, and if I don't take those, I suffer from bad panic attacks. I've tried coming off them before. My panic attacks and anxiety is every day. A lot of people don't believe that. Every day I worry about staying inside. Oh my god, I'm ruining my life, I'm staying inside all the time, blah 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 blah. If I go outside, oh my god, I'm not safe, I'm not home, I want to be home, I'm not safe right now. It's constant. It's a horrible cycle of fear and no control. I don't have control. Sometimes I will literally sit there and be like, there is nothing to worry about right now, but I am terrified. I am panicking. I can't do anything. And the fear doesn't go away from that. You think, oh, I should magically be better now, I think that. but it doesn't work that way.
Has your condition ever stopped you from doing the things you love? If so, what are they? If not, what are they? And how do you go on a daily to manage it?
Lots of times I've not been able to go to the cinema in the past. I have overcome it in years, and there's a lot of things I've overcome. Every time I go travelling, I just think how amazing it is that I can do that now, whereas before I couldn't. I could never go on field trips at school because of the panic attacks. I couldn't leave my house. I didn't go to a lot of parties when I was younger, and there's a lot of things now that I'm like, oh my god, I can do that now, but before I couldn't.
How do you manage and cope with your condition?
If you look here, I hope you can see it okay, I have 2 swallows on my wrist, and underneath them it says inhale, exhale. That is a symbolise of my anxiety. I found before I went on my antidepressants, which helped me all the time, I found that breathing actually helped the most. I thought when my therapist told me you need to learn how to breathe properly, I was like, that's rubbish, it's crap, how is breathing going to help me? But it's true, if you just stop, remove yourself slightly from the situation, or just sit there and try and block out everyone around you and just exhale all the negativity.
What has helped you deal with this condition?
I look after myself, especially now when it's not every day. If I'm having a panic attack, there's a proper reason why. I need to sit down and go, why am I having this? There is a reason here, and let's sort out this problem. I make sure I don't overwork myself. If I'm tired, I need to take a break. Yes, I push myself sometimes, but I've learned to listen to my body and go, okay, you can't cope with this situation, let's take a break. Slow down, sit down, watch TV, do nothing, learn how to not do anything. I'm always busy, so I might do some crochet, but even if you're tired from that, you can do nothing and not feel guilty, and that's okay.
What advice would you like to tell the audience today, basically, in terms of if they're in a relationship with someone that has the same condition as you, or just people in general, just to give out to the audience?
Basically, last one, take care for yourself and look after yourself. Take time for baths. Don't overwork yourself. Constantly work on self-improvement, and just listen to your head and listen to your heart and listen to your body. If your head is telling you, do not do this, this is scary, take a step back and go, I'm having a panic attack here. I can work on this slowly. Sometimes you do need to take yourself out of the situation. I know people are like, no, you need to jump straight into it and you'll get better. Sometimes you need to go home and you need to rest. You are not well and we need to work on this. And you can get over it, and you will get over it with help through doctors, maybe therapists and friends and family. Have your calm space, have your safe space. That is important.
What are the myths and misconceptions of the condition?
There aren't loads, and people are getting better now. People sometimes used to believe that, I got told several times, oh, everyone has anxiety, so why don't you deal with it? That's true. Everyone has lungs, but why does one person have asthma and the other one doesn't? It's the same. We are all different, and we're different in different ways. I've had other ones personally like, you can't have anxiety, you have bright hair, or you are out there, or you do YouTube, and it's just not the way it is. Anyone can have it, and people that do have it are all from different walks.
Are there any benefits of having this condition? If so, what are they?
Are there any benefits from having this condition? Like all mental health, I have found that I've struggled in the past, but now it makes me appreciate life so much more. I can see so much more beauty in a beautiful day or going travelling. And also, people will stop hanging out with you because of your anxiety, or they'll treat you horribly because it does show you who the true friends are. That is a horrible thing, but long term it's a good thing.
What are your pet peeves that you hear about this condition that you want to abolish today?
Similar again, it's mainly just people assuming they know what it's like, or oh well, if you just do this you'll be fine, and it doesn't work that way. But I think people all need to learn and stuff like that. So if you have it, maybe just try and teach others on ways to work about it and stuff like that. But other than that, don't really hear many pet peeves and stuff like that on it. It's just mainly people thinking they know the answer, or, oh, calm down. Oh, I'm magically cured now.
Can you describe in your own words what it's like to live with your condition on the daily?
It's hard and it's not easy, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. It's painful and it's scary, and it's basically living in constant fear of everything. My life now is lovely and amazing, and it is because of medication and a lot of work. But my teenage years were constantly crying, fear, shaking, being ill, being ridiculously underweight, being exhausted from it. It's like you're trying to fight this boxing match every single day, but you're just getting more and more exhausted to try and kind of get better from it.
And last but not least, to wrap it up, if there's anything else you would like to add to this, feel free to do so now.
My boyfriend's amazing. I mean, he's my rock at the end of the day. And my advice is to give them time, and whatever you do, don't tell them they've ruined the day. I've had many panic attacks worrying that, oh my god, I'm going to ruin it for someone, and actually just going, I'm really anxious, and him going, it's okay, if we need to step out, we can step out. That makes me feel so much better. Be there for them. That is, no matter who you're going out with, if they have a condition or not, or they have something else, be there for them. Be there is, give them a hug when they don't feel great, tell them you love them, and just be there. They are having a panic attack. It feels like you're dying. It feels like you're never going to get rid of this. So you saying, oh, it's really annoying now that you've done this, or, oh, why have you had to have a panic attack, is going to make it 20 times worse, because they're going to be in fear of, in a way, you being there. So just be there for them. Take it slow. Take them out of the room and just be there for them. That's all I can say. Thank you for this collab, and I've really loved it, and I will see you guys soon.
Thank you, Lily Harvey, for coming on. As said, it will be in the description of her channel. Feel free to visit her after this video and say, Aspie has sent me over to show support to you. Feel free to also, as I said before, if you would like to come on, let me know in the comment section below, obviously, or even just private messaging me through Aspieanswers, and I'll gladly give you the lowdown of how I want it and what have you. And saying this also to let you guys know right now that if you don't know, I've been trying to do some raising funds and awareness, obviously in my own accord, due to doing what I'm doing. At this point of time, my next step right now is the website building, which is taking a bit longer than expected, obviously, because obviously, as I said in one of my videos, I'm hoping to try and raise the funds for that, as many other projects that's in the works right now. So if you want to come on the bandwagon and show support, feel free to visit the Patreon website and donate. It doesn't have to be that much, but as we know that this is for a good cause for what I'm doing, and hopefully in the near future of what I'm sharing with you of these future projects that I want to get the ball rolling on, that together we can make it happen and obviously save a life, because I'm all about, as I said, advocating for you guys, and hopefully in saying this, that this will happen. And also in saying this, if you don't know what Patreon is, for the ones that are new that just landed on my page, Patreon is a crowdfunding, or one of the many crowdfunding pages or sites that creators or musicians, artists or whoever comes on board to create their masterpieces. They do what they do to raise awareness or funds for their special pet projects, what they do. Maybe it could be behind the scene footages of their videos and whatnot, which I'm hoping maybe in the near future this will come to life as well, of what I do with my behind the scene footages, along with also, in saying this, that it helps them along the way to, you know, to pay the dues of what they're doing for their projects, because as we know, it does cost. So don't further ado, guys. Also, for the ones that are watching, for the ones that has got the same condition that Lily mentioned, of the generalized anxiety disorder, I forgot to mention. I want to ask you guys a few questions to throw out there to you today as well. What are the misconceptions you hear about that you want to abolish? What are your pet peeves? And how do you guys manage on a daily with some of your everyday struggles and in a way of coping with it? As well as what do you actually do to overcome these everyday struggles that you're facing? Those are the top 4 questions I would like to throw at you if you're brave enough to share this for us so that we can get the discussion going. And for the guys, thanks for your support. Don't forget to follow me on my social medias. It should hopefully be all this listed the same. Feel free to also subscribe if you want to get up to date with me. Turn on the notification bell, and as saying this, through my social medias I should be posting some updates now and again while I'm out and about. And all further ado, guys, thanks for support, thanks for watching. Do what you love.